It's me, Heather at the Cowshed. I thought I'd just pop on and show you how to make Play-Doh. So making Play-Doh from a few items you might have in your kitchen already. You can do this with your children. The only part you can't do is the hot water part, but we'll get to that in a minute. So to make fantastic Play-Doh, which is amazing for so many reasons, you only need a few ingredients. So I'm going to just really quickly show you what we do. So you need a cup, any size, so as long as you've got a mug or a cup, and that's your measurement. So you first of all want 2 cups of plain flour. And again, brilliant for your children. They can help you by dipping, measuring. So that's 1, and then 2 cups of flour. They just go into a standard mixing bowl. And then what you need is some cooking salt. So just 1 cup of cooking salt. There we go. Pour that into your mixing bowl. So again, children can get involved with this. And then you want to give children give that little stir for you. Stir it up. Now this is cream of tartar. Cream of tartar just helps to keep the Play-Doh fresh. So you'll be able to keep this Play-Doh for several weeks as long as it's in an airtight container. So you want 2 teaspoons of this. Okay, you just putting that in there. So this just keeps it nice and fresh. Tupperware container. As long as no air can get to it, it will last you for weeks. Okay, so it's all just in there. Brilliant. Now, what you want to do is start adding your wet ingredients. So I'm going to use just regular bog standard cooking oil. So you want 2 tablespoons of that. In that goes. Give it a little mix. That's the start of your wet ingredients. And then you want 2 cups of boiling water. Now this is where obviously your little ones can't get involved. So you do that bit. Okay, and then your little ones can get involved in telling you what colour they would like. Okay, what we're going to go for. I'm in a green mood today. We'll go green because I can see lots of trees outside. And then you pour your green dye into there. Now, you can make it even more exciting by adding some smells to that as well if you wanted. So you could add lemon drops, lavender scent. You can make chocolate Play-Doh, that's really, really good. Oh, just dribbled it everywhere. It's always very good if you have got a little mat to soak up any messes. And then all you're doing is you're combining that together to create your Play-Doh. So 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, and then you want some any old cooking oil, 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. You want 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Okay, and then it all comes together and you've got fabulous homemade Play-Doh. Now the great thing about this Play-Doh is you can, if it doesn't seem to be the right consistency, you just keep adding a little bit more flour to it until you get the consistency you want. And I am absolutely covered in flour. So, you know, do protect your floors when you're having a go. So just while I'm mixing this up, okay, and then I can show you it. And your children can touch this fairly soon after you've made it, because actually they also get quite a nice experience from touching it when it's warm. Okay, there we go. So, benefits of playing with Play-Doh. From my point of view, as I run a communication group, talking, so communicating, and wealth of vocabulary can be used when you're playing with Play-Doh. So when your child's finished playing with making the Play-Doh, you can talk about how it feels. Yeah, so we've got this lovely Play-Doh here. Is it squishy, stretchy, slimy? Okay, and then you can make it into different shapes. So you've made a sausage, maybe you've made a caterpillar. Okay, so language, absolutely brilliant. So you can talk about all sorts of things, how it feels, whether it smells, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, what colour it is, the shapes you're making from it. Fantastic. You're also developing an awareness of science and experimenting, aren't you? Because you're doing that mixing and also creating. You're manipulating tools, so your little one is manipulating. Now, when your child's getting ready to go to school, they need to be able to hold a pencil. And in order to be able to hold a pencil, there are all these muscles, not just in the fingers and in the wrist, but all in their shoulders, all in their arms, all in their back. They need really, really strong muscles. So Play-Doh is fantastic for that, squishing and squashing. Okay, so they're also exploring colour and shape and texture. Yep, and they're also developing taking turns. So if you're playing with more than one child with your lovely homemade Play-Doh, you've got cutters that you can use as well, haven't you? But you've got to learn how to share. So when you've got a big pile of Play-Doh like this together, you talk about equal amounts for each children. Play-Doh is fabulous, so have a go. All right, 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 2 tablespoons of oil of any description, and some food colouring, 2 cups of boiling water. Combine it all together in a bowl. And there you go, fabulous, hours of fun. See you again soon, bye.